There could be some great talent in your organization, but you're not seeing it. You lead a team. You're looking to do something new. You realize that you're going to have to bring in some outside help to do it. You're going to have to pay someone. You're going to have to tell them how your organization works. It takes time. It's a bit of a pain, but you feel like you need to do it. Later, you realize that there is someone in your organization who could have done that job, but you didn't know about it. And that is a problem for a lot of people because they've lost track of the talent that is in your organization. Let me give you an example of how this can happen. Not too long ago, it's the morning, I go out to my car, I'm dressed, I'm ready to go to a presentation. I realize, I got a flat tire. Now, first thing I think of is maybe I'll change the tire myself, but it's like I'm already all dressed up, I don't want to get all sweaty. Hey, I have a AAA membership. I'll call them, someone will be out relatively soon, we'll be able to fix the tire. Great, make the call, someone's coming. I think, hey, I'll help this person out. I'll pull the tire out of the trunk, the spare tire, get it next to the car, save them a step, get me on my way a little faster. Well, I continue to think that way and I say, maybe I should get the jack out of the car and set it up so I can again save the person some time. Well, a few minutes later, tow truck arrives, guy comes out, says, yeah, you got a flat tire, I can fix it for you. And I say, oh great, here's the tire, and I also got the jack out. And it's one of those car jacks, so it's like 3 pieces that you gotta put together just right. It's tricky to use, but I figured, well, that's the jack. That's how all jacks are. The tow truck guy looks at that, and he kind of smiles, and he's like, oh, I got it covered. He then pulls out of his truck this big jack, puts it down on the ground, pumps a handle like 2 times. My car is lifted up in the air. This whole operation took about 10 seconds. In my mind, I thought that every car jack was alike, that there might not be one that could be better, that someone might have a better way to do things. Totally went over my head. Same thing can happen in an organization. You hire someone for a job. They met those qualifications, but they might have other pre-existing skills that you just didn't ask about or find out about, or they may have learned something over the years that they might be interested in doing. But in order to get to that point, you need to make sure you're talking to your team. You're finding out, hey, is there anything new that you've learned in the past year? Some people will even ask people to give them updated resumes. Not to say they have to reapply for their job, but the idea is before a performance review to find out what are the skills that they're really good at that they might not be using on the job that they might be interested in using on the job. Because if you have homegrown talent where people know how to do stuff and they know your culture and your organization, that's a better move than bringing in some sort of outside entity. That person may not know anything about you. So think about that the next time a new need comes up for your organization. Now, quick little thing I want to tell you though. If you're going to have your team have new responsibilities, don't look at this as, I get to have them do more work and pay them the same amount of money. Ultimately, that does not work. People will get fed up with you, they will leave, you will have to replace them, which will be more costly to your organization. It doesn't work. Make sure if you add work to someone, you redistribute some of their tasks elsewhere in the organization. Trust me on this one. You got hidden talents in your organization. Make sure you're aware of all the treasures that are right there. For more about me, go to my website. It is kenokel.com. While there, you can download my special report, 7 communication mistakes that are costing you cash. A lot of useful information right there. If you like these types of updates, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. But I also want to tell you about my podcast, the 2-Minute Takeaway Podcast. Now, sometimes it's longer than 2 minutes, but the idea is bite-sized chunks of information designed to make you and your team more productive. You can find it and listen to it through iTunes. I'm Ken Okel. Take care.